Okay, so this is gonna be one of those long-winded rants that I have from time to time where I want to just express myself, because apparently this is the purpose, or the original purpose of these videos. And the gameplay is remarkably appropriate. This is Hawken, which is probably the most fun free-to-play game I've ever encountered in my life. Go to hell, League of Legends, I can't learn you. So yeah. Topic is Pacific Rift, specifically the Pacific Rift trailer and how it relates to us as gamers or to gamers everywhere who like might come across this. Now, Pacific Rim looks like something that's schlocky, but really hasn't been around in a while, which is a giant monster movie, and it's like a giant monster movie with robots fighting each other, which is inherently sounds awesome. But then they go and get GLaDOS. I'm sure everybody by now and their mother knows that there is a robot voice that sounds like GLaDOS in that movie, or at least in the trailer. And that's what kind of set me off, because most of the comments I've seen are like, yeah, GLaDOS is gonna be in this movie. Which just pisses me the fuck off, because, okay, this needs some context. First off, yes, the voice really is GLaDOS. The voice actress for GLaDOS has signed on, and she's doing it. Why? Here's the other thing. The movie industry is dying. We all know the movie industry is trying to crumple in on itself. It's not trying to, it is. Hollywood is desperately out of ideas at this point. They're coming for, like, they're trying to get games on board. They're trying to make movie adaptations of games because they are seriously that dry. With varying results, most of them horrible. Remember Prince of Persia? Yeah, Prince of Persia is my favorite game of all time. Warrior Within specifically. I hate the Prince of Persia Disney movie with a burning passion. Those of you who know or have followed the channel for a while know that I hate it. And the reason is that they don't get it. They just don't. And that's my problem with Pacific Rim. They don't get it. Like, they take the voice of GLaDOS, and the only reason she's there is for marketing purposes. There's no other discernible reason that I can think of at this point other than we need asses in seats. How are we gonna get asses in seats? Well, gamers don't go to the movies. That's a huge untapped market. Like, okay, gamers go to the movies less frequently, I would say, because we have games in general. I go to the movies, but that's just because I like movies. But I digress. The point here is that they want to appeal to us so that we can stop pirating their movies and actually, go to the cinema and see it. How are they gonna do that? Hell, put in GLaDOS. Everybody loves GLaDOS, right? Yeah, but again, that's the inherent problem. That's just the voice. Like, the levels of betrayal that are at work here are astounding. And I don't get why people are so excited. Like, think about this. There's no possible way any reference to GLaDOS is going to be made in that movie. Valve hasn't come out and said anything about it to the extent of my knowledge, so the character of GLaDOS can't be in that movie because that would just ruin, like, everything. That's one. Two, even if, let's say, GLaDOS is in this movie, by some miracle they're trying to portray her as GLaDOS with some nods and winks, it's still gonna be stupid because GLaDOS hates you. Like, that's the whole purpose of GLaDOS. She hates you. And third, which pisses me off the most, they're using a very well established and loved character as a marketing shtick, as I mentioned. It's not GLaDOS, but every gamer I've talked to, again, sure as hell interprets this appearance of the voice actress as GLaDOS. And know what the shittiest part is? I'm pretty sure they probably undermine the importance of the voice actress. They probably, like, how should I say this? Voice actors aren't as popular as, actors. I'm not trying to diminish the importance of voice actors. On the contrary, they are more important nowadays than anybody dares imagine, because video games make more money than movies, hence voice actors are not as well known, but at this point more important than, like, actual on-screen actors, because yeah, they're just, if we're talking numbers here, they're just in a purely more profitable environment. And it sucks that voice actors get undermined so much to the point where I they're taking the voice actors of GLaDOS, putting it in a movie, probably trying to sell the movie to us, to gamers specifically, on that concept of, hey, GLaDOS' voice is in this, you want to go see it, huh? And then they probably underpaid the actress. At least I think she got less than the regular actors in the movie. But this is getting way too confusing. We're not going to go into the dynamics. Look, bottom line is this. Hollywood is trying to appeal to gamers. The way they're trying to do it is cute, because video game movies suck. So they're trying to use nods and winks to appeal to us to go watch their movie. But it continues the trend of them just not getting it. We don't care if the voice is in the movie. We care if the movie is quality. Like, if the final product is of quality, then we'll like it. We don't need a shtick. We don't need, pandering to our you pandering to our interests because you don't realize what our interests are. You get it, Hollywood? Work on that. Also, like, think of an example done right is Scott Pilgrim. Like, last part of the rant, I promise. But Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is the greatest video game movie ever made, simply because it's not tied down to a single video game. And its purpose wasn't to, like, adapt to... Well, it was to adapt a property, but it was done so well that it's just a shame that the goddamn Expendables overshadowed it. But I'm going in a rant, I'm sorry. So bottom line is, Pacific Rim is probably maybe going to suck. Because it's trying to desperately pull us in with a non-existent character within its universe. That's it, I'm out. If you want something with giant robots that's of quality, go watch Megas XLR, which is probably the greatest cartoon created in the 21st century. I've been Mega Short Fuse, and bye-o.